On June 19, 2013, breaking news on the Vatican to announce John Paul II miracle. The person that sits here as the white pope, the vicar, claiming to be God on earth, the representation of Jesus or whatever, is just a lie. His first attributed miracle was the apparent healing of a French nun, Sister Mary Simon-Prie, her recovery from Parkinson's disease after praying for the late Pope intercession had no medical explanation. Now, they're looking to make him a saint late this year, October 20th or November 24th. They picked those dates. They're expecting thousands to attend the ceremony, but I guarantee you it won't be as many as they think because people are waking up and seeing what's going on. But they're trying to make him look, godlike, like a complete saint. And mind you, both of these events, the second one now being one that they say is going to amaze the world.
Hey guys, so I want to point something out, and this is the most important part of the article. Israel seems to have sold Jerusalem to the Vatican. And as you read this, culmination of a long campaign by the Catholic Church to regain religious stewardship over the place where Jesus is supposed to have broken bread and drunk wine.
The Vatican, epicenter of the Roman Catholic faith, representing 1/6 of the planet's population. This holy order could be part of one of the biggest cover-ups in UFO history.
The church is getting ready to embrace life outside of planet Earth as part of creation.
According to UFO theorists, Vatican officials have possessed knowledge of alien life for centuries. A claim so explosive and world-changing that generations of popes and cardinals have categorically denied the accusations. But what if the claims are true? Tonight, we will reveal what extraterrestrial secrets could lie behind the walls of this religious citadel, including shocking admissions by members of the church and possible proof of alien life that's allegedly been buried for centuries. April 2nd, 2005. Pope John Paul II, the second longest-serving pope in history, dies. He is praised as being one of the most influential leaders in the 20th century. April 8th, at 6:03 a.m., hours before John Paul's funeral, an unidentified flying object is filmed by a security camera observing St. Peter's Basilica. Could this mysterious object be evidence of a connection between the Vatican and alien life? A connection that theorists and historians believe has existed since the creation of the church. The possibility that this craft came to pay its respects to the Pope and his people is more likely than you think. Strange-looking craft begin to appear in Christian art as early as the 1400s.
Quite frequently, artists would put symbols in the sky, but in a couple of cases, they kind of look like flying saucers.
One painting, the Madonna with San Giovannino, depicts the Lady Madonna in the foreground and San Giovannino in the background pointing up to the sky, and he sees a craft that is clearly visible in the painting.
In the Middle Ages and through the Renaissance, They would take events from the present and depict them in the paintings. These were real things that people saw in the sky.
In The Miracle of the Snow, you have a painting of Jesus and Mary above, and below it appears to be what could be described as a fleet of UFOs or flying saucers directly below them.
The baptism of Christ, painted in 1710, shows what looks like a flying saucer beaming down toward Jesus. The crucifixion features a pair of what look like UFOs. Are the objects captured in these works of art records of religious devotion, or evidence of the Church's connection to spacecraft? The discs seen throughout the history of Christian art are an identical match to recordings and reports of modern-day UFOs. The Vatican has long been associated with extraterrestrial phenomena. No connection has been greater than the Vatican's involvement in some of the largest mass UFO sightings in history. 1917, the climax of World War I. Portugal attempts to remain neutral in the global conflict. The country is gripped with fear, and its people are looking for a sign of what's to come.
On October 13th, 1917, in Fatima, Portugal, a mass UFO sighting with more than 70,000 witnesses took place. During the event, the rain stopped. Some witnesses believed that the clouds parted, and what was described as a saucer-shaped craft came down from the heavens above towards Earth.
Unlike any nation, the Catholic Church has no borders. Its 1.2 billion followers are spread worldwide, a global network of eyes and ears looking for the unexplained.
Here's a strange story. In 1998, there were excavations being done under the Vatican Library, and one of the workers on the excavation team found some strange skulls. They were elongated, extended skulls. The Vatican is built on the ruins of ancient Rome. And underneath the Vatican is what's known as a necropolis. A necropolis is a vast burial ground. So there could be skulls dating back not just 2,000 years from the birth of Christ.
At the initiative of Pope John Paul II, on October the 27th, 1986, in Assisi, Italy, the first meeting of religions for the peace of the world took place. "150 representatives from 12 religions took part. Also present were the 4 great worldwide interreligious organizations: the Interreligious Association for Religious Freedom, the World Congress of Faith, the Temple of Understanding, and the World Conference on Religion and Peace. Present were Buddhists, Muslims, Aboriginals from Africa and America, Zoroastrians, Sikhs, Hindus, and Shintoists. Also present was Elio Toaf, chief rabbi of the Central Synagogue of Rome, which the Pope had visited a few months previously. Christians of almost all confessions were represented, the World Council of Churches, Nestorians, Non-Chalcedonians, Copts, Armenians, Malabarese, Roman Catholics, Old Catholics, Anglicans, Lutherans. There were delegates from the Orthodox churches of Finland and Czechoslovakia, the Patriarchate of Bulgaria, the Patriarchate of Romania, the Patriarchate of Georgia, the Patriarchate of Moscow, and the Patriarchate of Antioch. A special place next to the Pope was occupied by Archbishop Runcie, the presiding bishop of the Anglicans, and Archbishop Methodius of Thyatira, the representative of the Patriarchate of Constantinople. The churches of Alexandria and Jerusalem declared their spiritual assent with messages. The Pope was the only speaker. The seventh meeting of religions took place in Milan in 1993. At the famous La Scala of Milan, the start of the proceedings was announced by Mikhail Gorbachev, former president of the Soviet Union, who was also the main speaker. 300 representatives of 42 religions from the whole world took part. In 1994, the 8th meeting was held, again in Assisi. The idea of cooperation of religions has been wholly implanted. But where is this hobnobbing of Christians and heathens leading? The truth is being relativized. The new world order, the new global spirituality, and the new global ethic are already taking flesh and bones.
And today, as a pilgrim of peace, I have come here to pay homage to Mahatma Gandhi, hero of humanity. Mahatma Gandhi taught that if all men and women, whatever the differences between them, cling to the truth with respect for the unique dignity of every human being, a new world order, a civilization of love can be achieved. May God guide us and bless us as we strive to walk together hand in hand and build together a world of peace.